Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. And this is our BTCC GR4 Championship Round 3 coming to you from Switzerland at the Eiger Norwand circuit here at the foot of the Eiger mountain. Norwand is translated as North Wall, and that's exactly where we are at the north side of the Eiger mountain itself. It's a tiny little village. You can just see part of it there in shot. Great location, picturesque little tram there as well, everything going on here, all the spectators having their lunch, etc. So they're all ready for this now. As you'll see as we progress, this is a new track to GT7, but not a new track to the game. This is one of the original tracks that was on the previous Gran Turismo games, but so reappeared here for GT7. There's 4 layouts actually here at the Norwand. This is the shortest out of the 4, just 1.5 mile long, and you'll see when we get going, it's almost it looks more like a tarmac rally course. Really, so tight, so twisty, really low speed, not really much in the way of high speed anywhere really. Not that many overtaking places. I would imagine there's only 3 possible passing opportunities, possibly 4. But all I do know is when you've got all these cars coming around here on this really narrow, twisty circuit, and you can see just how twisty it's, like a roller coaster there in that shot. And it's the final corner, that is going into the final corner. It's going to be fun and it's going to be tough. These drivers are going to have to really be focused and concentrated on trying to stay on track or try not to hit someone else. So I was going to go through the points. Our points guy actually is going to be kind of out of action for a couple of weeks or so. So I won't be able to give you the updated points situation as it is going into this one. So you'll have to bear with us on that. But as soon as they're back up and firing, they will be shown on here or told on here on my videos. So let's get this first race for round 3 out of the way then. You know the score by now, 15 minutes, 3 races, 15 minutes long. And the tyre situations is that you've got to run a soft for one of the 3, mediums in the other 2. Doesn't matter what order, but as long as it's 1 soft and 2 mediums. So let's get through this grid then, going into this first one. So we've got leading the grid off is Fitzy in pole position, Motorstorm Hero in 2nd, Stormfly in 3rd, Dizzy Rip in 4th. We've got myself, Paul, in 5th, Brian Moncani in 6th, TJ in 7th, James Stephen 8th, Willard in 9th, White Van Man in 10th, Osman in 11th, G-Mac in 12th, and Archer in 13th. Let's get this underway then. Here we go. Coming down to this first corner as they head down, really tight hairpin here. This is a possible overtake coming out of the final corner down here, but you've got to make it stick. As everyone piles on down hard on the brakes here before they have to go. Oh, there's a little move there from G-Mac. He had a little go on Oz early doors there, didn't get it done though. Oz doing a bit of handbrake there. Some of the drivers like to do the handbrakes, others didn't round here. Not sure if it was if it worked really or not, but some favoured it and some didn't as they stream up now towards this next right-hander. Dizzy Rip there in 4th place, goes really wide. That's going to allow Paul maybe the opportunity to get a little bit closer, is it? Let's have a look. Not really, but Paul a little bit tighter around there. Dizzy Rip going quite wide at that point. Easy to go wide there though. It does like that is probably the widest part of the track actually. Trying to get it stopped after you hurtle up there at full speed is Brian, and then you've got this really tricky final corner and Dizzy's gone wide again. It seems to be what he likes to do, go wide then cut it back, straighten it out. This might give an opportunity here to Paul. No, it's too far back there, going into turn 1. Anybody else making a move as they all file on down here? No, it's all as they were. Line astern is Archer in 13th. There you go, there's another one. G-Mac doing a bit of handbrake turn, but we have a go here at Osman. Osman in 11th, but you can see it's all right, lefts, rights, so 2 consecutive hairpins basically in that first sector before you've got this. It's probably the fastest part of the circuit, actually, this bit here, but still very twisted. But you can see what I mean by it looks like a rally course. Stormfly in 3rd, these 3 just getting away from Dizzy in 4th and Paul in 5th. Paul now under pressure from Brian Moncani, actually, as he comes through up to the final corner. Hard on the brakes here as well, easy to get it wrong up here, as I think Dizzy might have, did he? Again, he goes wide there, but on exit here, that little bit of grass on the inside there, you can get a penalty. It's probably the only place on this circuit that you can actually pick up a penalty, and that's as you come out the final corner. If you straight line it too much and take too much of that grass on the outside, so that will give you a penalty. As this all getting close here now, Brian's all over the back of Paul. How can he make his move? Paul's on the back of Dizzy, and on the back of them we've got TJ as well, so 4 cars really close here. Dizzy leading them at the moment. Paul's having a look now, what can he do? Now he knows Dizzy goes a little bit wide here. Normally, does he do it again? Does he leave a door open for Paul? Well, Paul's going up that inside, having a look up the inside there. Does Paul get it done? Well, they're side by side. I think Dizzy might just have it. Still got that inside line just about. Paul's going to be just having to tuck in back in behind, and yeah, Dizzy does go wide at that point, doesn't he? I think Paul might have just scraped that ball on the outside there. Again, just a little lift there. He did, because Brian's all over him now, so it must have just slowed him down a little bit. This is again tough, this corner, as we see Brian TJ having a go at Brian. Did he get it done? No, he doesn't. But what about down here at turn 1? So almost leave the cars jump at that point over that little hump. Now TJ still doesn't get it done, does he? James Stephen behind them half a second, so he must have straight lined that final corner across the grass. Dizzy still leading this lot. Inside the car, trust me. Around here almost makes you feel a bit sick. And what's happened to James? Is it that play Bales there? Let's have a look. Let's go back and see what happened. Already got that half a second penalty, of course. Now, did he get himself on the inside on the grass? Yes, he did. The back came round, and he's not saving that, and just smashes into the hay bales, and it's going to push him all the way back down to 13th and last place as Archer goes past it to 12th. Not only that, he's got that half second that he's got to take off as well for James, so not a great start for James for him there. Just over a minute long, these laps here. Fitzy already, obviously our leader, already with the fastest lap of 105.3. There are 104s in it. We see that in practice and in quali, so definitely 104s are achievable around here, which I'm sure some of the guys will. Certainly these faster guys up top here will get to probably have some of that. But at the moment, 105.3 is the fastest. As Dizzy still in 4th, Paul still in 5th, Brian still in 6th, and TJ in 7th. So you can take that inside curve again. He might actually pick up a bit of penalty, too much of that inside curve. I don't think anyone did, but it might well be another possible. This here is a passing opportunity, as we've seen. Depends on if the guy goes wide, who's out in front, but if you can get the bit of a tighter line in there, it's a possibility of getting the pass done. No pass through here. Oh, Brian takes a lot of grass there. The curb, most up on this side there. This is again another passing opportunity up here for anybody goes wide. A lot of obviously you're on the side of a mountain here, so inevitably there's going to be a lot of camber on a lot of these corners as well. But you can see just by the nature of this track that what I was saying about the fact that it's like a tarmac rally course. As I say, a lot of the drivers opting to, moment for Motorstorm, opting to go with the handbrake in some instances. So these 3, Fitzy, Motorstorm, Stormfly. The top 3, Stormfly can't quite get on terms with Motorstorm Hero in front of him, who happens to be chasing down Fitzy, who led it from the start, but them two, Fitzy and Motorstorm, as you can see, just edging away now from Stormfly. So mediums for Motorstorms, go through these tyres, softs for Fitzy. Stormfly on mediums as well, Dizzy in fourth. He's on mediums with Paul on softs. Paul just dropped back a little bit there, so maybe he had a little moment somewhere. TJ's got past Brian Moncani. TJ nearly at the back, he's got half a second as well. Let's see where we pick that up. Well, he ain't got it at this point, so he must have straight line this final corner here. Yeah, he does. Paul takes it big time, doesn't he? And that's where he's going to get that penalty come up. Just like that. And this is where he had an attempt at Paul. Didn't quite get it stopped. Nearly hit the back of Paul. Managed to just avoid hitting him. Brian Moncani, though, he's having a little eye up on TJ now to see what he can do. So Brian then over the back of him. If these two can fight, obviously Paul can try and get away. Brian with a lot of inside curb there. So even in these GR4 cars, yeah, there's the 5 second. So yes, you must get a penalty as well for cutting that inside curb. So 2 places then, the 2 penalty drivers here side by side, 6th and 7th, both taking too much grass, track limits. But yeah, as these two are fighting, Paul's just edging away a little bit from them, but he's got a bit of a gap now. He's got to try and get on terms with Dizzy as he's pulled away. Here he is. He can't make any advance on the top 3 though at the moment. Looking at Motorstorm Hero though, it does look like he's caught up a little bit with the back of Fitzy, although just had a little moment there. That probably would have slowed him down. Yeah, he looks a little bit closer. So come round his right-hander. It's the widest corner. Does open right up. It's actually the pit lane entrance is there as well. Storm Hero. So it's back of Fitzy, but Fitzy looking good at the moment. First place. At Pertec Mazda 3. So let's go through this field. I don't suppose there's too much change. So we've got Fitzy there in the lead, Motorstorm in 2nd, Stormfly in 3rd, so no change there. That's your top 3. Dizzy still in 4th, Paul in 5th, TJ 6th, Brian Moncani in 7th, White Van Man, who's got himself up to 8th place now. Got Willard in 9th, Oxman in 10th, doing his handbrake turn down there as usual, getting that back out of the car. G-Mac in 11th place, Archer 12th, and James we know in 13th. Struggling a little bit of back gear around here is James. He's probably already given up on this first race. Almost 10 minutes in after that big off at the that he had. It's very hard to recover, especially around a short circuit like this. And now our leader's Fitzy's got half a second. Oh, but so's Motorstorm. So did they both pick that up at the same spot? No, they didn't, because they're coming out the final corner, but maybe they did earlier in that lap. But either way, they've both got half a second. Not going to make too much difference, of course. Stormfly still some way behind them, so he's not going to gain on these really. The fact that they both got half a second going to cancel each other out in terms of getting closer to anybody. So I think it's just down here is the penalty zone. Yes, just there. So they'll both get rid of that. So no change really, just the same. Stormfly, as I say, 3rd place, but that wouldn't have made too much of a difference there, getting him any closer. Car does struggle to turn there, especially as the tyres start to go near the end of these races. tough to get the car stopped and turned behind that right-hander. It's a simple corner really, but when the tyres are not feeling great, it does feel quite difficult. Stormfly third then, up to spectator area, most of where the spectators congregate up there near the restaurant and the bars. Not many down here, down in the mountains. The scenery. Look at that for a shot. There is the Eiger mountain range. It's Dizzy still in 4th place, so no real changes here. Paul in 5th. TJ out in 6th spot. Finally got past Brian Moncani. He's trying to chase down Paul now. He's a quick guy, TJ. It's tough in his front wheel drive. As the 3s, he's trying his best to chase Paul down to 12 minutes, only a few minutes left. Goes quick round here. Has he got enough time to get himself up to 5th place, TJ? Sure we won't make the same mistake of cutting that grass too much. He's probably learnt his lesson there. Oh, something going on around here now. Brian, did he have a little moment there? Just see the back end of him in the back of the shot there. So he's in 7th. White Van Man is putting some pressure on behind him. He's going up the inside, right? White Van Man. He does get it done. Yes, he just took the grass. He had to sort of take that grass, didn't he, Brian Mongani? Otherwise, he was going to hit the White Van Man now. Surprised he didn't get a penalty, although having said that, he wasn't really, he couldn't do much. He had to be himself. He was kind of edged out there, wasn't he? But look at this all going on here in this corner. Almost free aside there, going into the right hander. Look at this, free aside. And we've got Will behind them. Oh, and Brian Moncani's hit the wall, and that's a disaster for Brian. And away he goes and ends up where James ended up. Let's have a look. It was all getting very close, wasn't it? Little tag there from G-Mac, but he's on the outside, gets himself in the grass, and he just kind of got himself caught up in the barrier and the grass, and that was the end of that really. Front went round on him and loses a couple of spots back to 12th place. Now he's got pressure from James, who's going to go up the inside there. Keeps right out of the way, Brian. He's got no left front at all, has he? That's the reason. Completely shot, gone. He's actually coming in. He's either going to give it a change, or is he just going to quit on that one? Being that we are only a minute and half away, not much is going to do now. Might as well stay in there as we see Motorstorm Hero right at the back of Fitzy now. This is for the lead, remember, as we come into the final minute. What's going to happen? Is Fitzy going to hold on to take victory? Is Motorstorm Hero going to spoil his race, just nick it at the end? There's going to be definitely these two, 1st and 2nd place. Oh, there's Brian coming out, so he did do a quick change. Maybe just have a little test, see how it feels. Obviously not going to get anything more than the 13th that he's in, as we go back to our leaders here at turn 1. Motorstorm very wide, but then he squares it off. Gets the run, can he on Fitzy? Can he get him down here at turn 1? This is the moment now. Look, this is where, is he up close enough? Doesn't look like it. He's going to have a go though. No, he's not. He had a big look. Wasn't going to go for that though, but it's right up behind Fitzy now. Fitzy's tyres, by the looks of it, are probably just struggling a little bit now. Motorstorm Hero got a slightly better tyres, but very hard to pass around here. A lot of it is one line. I think Fitzy might just have enough here. Oh, he's at half a second? No. So that might actually pay dividends to Motorstorm Hero if he, at the end, he's not going to get the penalty off, because this is the final lap. So he's going to try and make up that half a second as Fitzy. He might actually lose it. Might actually end up second here, even though he's in the lead. So let's see then, as they come round to the final corner. Motorstorm's Hero just going to do all he can to just stick behind him as they come across the line. Fitzy first, but it does go to Motorstorm Hero because of that penalty. So Motorstorm Hero wins that. Fitzy in second, unlucky. Stormfly did get that third place in the end. There he was most of the race. Dizzy will come in fourth again, where he was most of the time. Paul's going to get fifth, just about ahead of TJ, who didn't manage to get past Paul. So fifth for Paul, TJ sixth. Willard will come in seventh. Archer, who's did well to get himself up to eighth, actually, considering he was at the back there at the start, wasn't he? So Willard seventh, Archer eighth, G-Mac in ninth. Right, Fan Man just ahead in 10th of Osman in 11th. James Stephen managed in 12th. Brian Moncana, we know, in 13th. So there's your race one here in Switzerland at the Eiger Norwand circuit. Join me for races 2 and 3 soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.